In this knitting vlog we are doing something I've always wanted to try, and that is to knit with one single strand of mohair. I know I'll probably will gonna lose my mind over it, and I already did a little bit when I was trying to make the gauge swatch, but let's just see where we end up. Hallo zusammen, my name is Lea and I really like to knit. In this video I want to knit something I've never knitted before, and that is a sweater with one single strand of mohair. It's the Frederic sweater by Kolibri by Johanna. I saw the sweater some time ago and I always had an outfit in mind, a vision how I want to wear this and what kind of color, and today is finally the day we're casting on. Let me show you the yarn. Oh, you will be surprised what kind of yarn I'm gonna use. It's Drops Kid Silk. It is the number 3 and I have 5 balls of this. I actually bought this yarn to knit it for my cloud sweater together with another strand of Drops Air, but when I got the yarn I decided against it because the Frederic sweater got back into my mind. What a coincidence, I have the exact same amount I need for size medium if everything turns out great. I'm excited to try this. I just finished my terracotta sweater and today I sat down and wondered what I want to knit next. The Frederic sweater came to mind. I'll show you now the gauge swatches I did. So the pattern calls for 5mm needles and I did 3 different little gauge swatches. The first one was with 5mm needles. Yeah, it was a little bit too small. I was at like 6 centimeters. Then I did 6mm needles. This is the one in the middle. Oh, my boyfriend's going home. I can see him in the parking lot. So the second gauge swatch is with size 6mm needles. Didn't hit gauge with that after wet blocking. So I thought, why not take the largest needles I have? This is the last gauge swatch. I did 8mm ones and I hit gauge. I just started a little bit. I'm currently doing the back panel. Excited to see how fast this will be, if I'm gonna lose my mind over it, and just overall the experience knitting with only mohair. Yeah, this is me before knitting a sweater with one single strand of mohair. So me and my boyfriend will now get some döner kebab. I get myself a falafeltasche. Very tasty. And then we probably finally gonna watch Project Hail Mary, the movie, because we just finished the audiobook. I'm so excited for this movie. Let's go! Good morning, everyone. It's currently 7 AM. I don't have to work today, so why am I awake? Well, I want to go on a little hike today. 10 kilometers all by myself, and I want to get it done before noon. So this is what we're doing this morning. I'm doing this because me and a few friends have planned a little hiking weekend for one friend who wants to get into hiking. So I need to do a little bit more cardio. In the past I did more weightlifting, some Pilates, but not much cardio except for inline skating. And I need to get a little bit more done. So I thought I set myself some kind of challenge, and that is, I don't know if I regret it, probably. I want to hike at least 10 kilometers each week up until our hiking trip. And we start today, 10 kilometers all by myself. I planned a little route around 10 kilometers, I believe more like 11. It's a nice round trip through the area where I live. The weather is nice, it's a bit colder this morning, very good. Pack myself some snacks, maybe pack my knitting with me. We'll get to that in a second, I promise. I also need to get my hiking boots out of the basement, and I hopefully will be back for around a fortnight by lunchtime. And I have also a new hobby. I wouldn't say it's a hobby. I haven't really tried it so far. Last week we had no internet for 8 days straight and I was a bit bored. And I saw a sourdough fail compilation on TikTok where they cut open the bread and show it and it's all raw inside. And I thought this was funny, so I started my own sourdough starter. So today I'm baking bread. I have to prepare a little bit more before I leave for my hike. So I should definitely now finish my coffee, get the hiking boots out of the basement, pack my bag, eat something and then leave. But I totally forgot to show you my knitting. As I already mentioned, we watched Project Hail Mary yesterday evening, but I didn't enjoy the movie as much as I enjoyed the book. I don't know, they left so many things out, but I understand why they left them out because it would have been way too complicated. I could complain about this for 5 minutes straight, I won't. It was a nice movie, I liked it, I liked Rocky. Knitting. My Frederic sweater, nothing much to show. This is all I currently have. This is around 20 rows. I'm halfway through the back panel, almost. So far it's enjoyable, not that difficult. I have to pay a little bit more attention that I'm inserting the needle in the right place because this is such a fine yarn. I'm taking my knitting with me. Maybe I'll take some breaks during my hike and just sit down on a few benches and knit. Now I really have to get going. Fingers crossed that I'll survive this. I'm back home. I showered and I'm feeling very exhausted, but also very, very good. I hiked 10 kilometers in around 2 hours and 3 minutes. I did around 16,000 steps today. So far, it's only 2 p.m. Yeah, I'm feeling really good. 20 minutes into my hike, my audiobook file on my phone corrupted somehow. Lucky for me, I had another audiobook on my phone. Everything was good. I just sat on my desk, had my lunch and knitted a few rows and watched a new show for which I saw recommendations on TikTok, I believe, for the show The Other Bennett Sister. I'm a huge Pride and Prejudice fan. I've read the book like 4 times and the 2005 movie version is, I would say, my favorite movie ever. I've watched this movie so many times. It's so comforting and fun and I also saw the Pride and Prejudice show from 1995. This was also very good, so I really like all the kinds of Pride and Prejudice adaptations, and The Other Bennett so far is also an adaptation in some kind of way. I really enjoy it. I've watched 3 episodes, so my plan is to watch a few more episodes, get a few more rows in. I want to finish the back panel today. I am currently at row 31. This is the current state. Very cute. I like this. Very exciting day planned. I'm feeling good. And now I'll go to the kitchen and fingers crossed that the dough is looking good. I'll keep you posted. The bread is ready. Or is it? It's completely flat. This didn't work at all. But it looks nice from the top. I don't even have to cut it to know that it's very dense. I don't give up easily, so I immediately started a second attempt. It's currently rising for another 30 minutes. Then I have to knead it a bit more, fold it up a little bit and let it rise for a few more hours, maybe even up until tomorrow. My first sourdough definitely was a little fail, but it smells good. I'll show you later what it looks like when it's cut open. But this was fun. This is fun. You live and you learn, right? I actually wanted to knit a little bit more than I actually did today, but I was a little bit distracted by a new game I got. And that is Tomodachi Life. I played the original on my Nintendo DS, 3DS, not sure. I literally spent the whole afternoon playing this game. But I just sat down and knitted for maybe like 30 minutes and just connected both fronts. Now I have to knit a few more rows and just plain stockinette, and then I can already connect the back and the front and just knit in the round. This goes by so fast. It's no surprise. It's a very big gauge. I'm enjoying this. In exactly 3 minutes, I'm meeting up with friends to play Counter-Strike 2. This is our current obsession. I'm not really good, but I'm having fun. I really need to get some water, maybe a snack, and maybe a tea, so let's go. I had a really good day so far. I did a little workout session this morning. I took a bath, did some self-care like a face mask, washed my hair, and I'm just feeling overall very good. In a few hours I'll go to a little street fest that's currently held around here. And up until then I want to get a little bit of knitting done. So let me show you where we're currently at, and I even try it on. Why not? Okay, it's currently looking... oh no. Looking a little bit like this. I just finished the front and now I can connect the front and the back. It's kind of cool, right? The fit is quite good. This will be definitely a little bit oversized, but that's the look we're going for. So I can't wait to finally knit in the round. And another cool thing that just happened yesterday. I have a 3D printer and it's currently in our little storage room. And my 3D printer was sitting on 2 shoe racks temporarily, because my boyfriend wanted to build a little shelf for it. And he just did that yesterday and it looks really cool. We just went to the hardware store yesterday, bought some wood. That was quite cool. I'm really happy about this solution. It's still a little bit messy. I want to find another solution on how to storage my filament. We'll get to that when I'm feeling it. And another thing is that I'm still playing so much Tomodachi Life. Yes, I'm playing on my Steam Deck. If you know, you know. And I don't know, I created so many fun me's and the interactions are so random and quirky and fun. So I most of the time just have it running here while I'm doing other stuff, and every time something happens I can be right there. Let's start knitting in the round. I am feeling really productive this morning, so I want to check a few things off my to-do list. But first, let me show you where we're currently at with my Frederic sweater. I'm currently in round 15. I resetted the timer when I connected the front and back. This is how much I currently have for the underarm section. It would definitely be an oversized sweater. I'm on my second ball of drops kid silk. I'm getting a bit done today, but I also want to do a few other things today. The first thing is I want to 3D print a few things that will help me organize the apartment a little bit better. Currently I'm 3D printing some foots for the IKEA Varia shelf. It's a shelf insert, and I'm 3D printing a little foot that you can put underneath the shelf so it's a bit higher. For our plates in our kitchen, we have too many bigger plates, and on top of that we have the smaller plates, so I need a little foot that puts them higher. I'll just show you before and after shots. I'm not good at explaining in English so far. This is one thing I want to do. The print itself should be done in around 10 minutes. Amazing. Yesterday I also organized the storage room with my 3D printer and stuff. I want to get a bit more done today. I told you that yesterday I did a little self-care day. I also had a face mask, and I had one of those collagen mask. I saw a few TikToks where people left the mask so long on their face that it turned transparent, and I tried that yesterday, so I had it on for like 40 minutes, but then I had to get ready and it was very relaxing. At the end of the story, I want to go out and get a few more of those face masks to try again. And I also want to get some under eye patches. I also enjoy wearing them. I don't know if they do anything, it's just, it feels nice. First on the agenda, wait for the print to finish, fix up the shelf, inside the shelf, run a few errands, get the face masks and under eye patches. Let's keep the good vibes going, be productive, get some things done, and I'll see you later. Okay, this wasn't as cool as I thought it would be. Maybe if I do it like this. Hi. Excuse the look of my hair, I just washed it. And I had a really productive morning. So far, I brought the car to the shop for a tire change. This is all done and dusted. And I also cleaned the apartment a little bit because this evening my boyfriend's parents will visit us for the first time since we moved here. We want to go eat dinner with them somewhere around here. We have a few restaurants. I still have to get some work done. I was at the office yesterday. I took a little sock knitting project with me and knitted during my lunch break. And I also did something else. Because this wouldn't be a Lea Likes to Knit knitting vlog if I wouldn't try 50 different hobbies in one video. Let's wind a little bit back in time. I told you about my bread making journey. This journey has come to an end. My first sourdough starter, it didn't really turn out well, and my bread making attempts were all failures, so I thought I'd try a different sourdough starter. So I did a second one with a different flour. I really gave it my all. I tried making 2 breads and both were just completely failures. They were just so dense and I don't know, I lost my bread making sourdough spark, but I'll definitely try again making bread, but just not sourdough. It's not worth it for me. But I told you about my little errand run where I wanted to get these collagen face masks. Well, they didn't have any at the shop where I was, so I definitely have to maybe tomorrow go to a different shop and buy a few there. But at the first shop where I was, where they didn't have the face masks, I found something else which really inspired me in a weird way, because I randomly saw and bought a sketchbook, a really thick sketchbook. When I was younger, I really liked to sketch. I wasn't really good at any time in my life, but I liked it. I like to draw anime and manga stuff, but it's not good. So I don't know, I just saw this sketchbook and thought, why not take it with me? I also bought a watercolor sketchbook and some watercolors because I really want to get some experience in urban sketching. I always adored this art style, and I don't know, it really inspired me. And so in my lunch break yesterday, I opened up YouTube, watched a few tutorials and drew a little bit. So let me show you what I've drawn with this tutorial. I also did a day before some watercolor studies where I tried to draw trees with watercolor, and I also tried to sketch 3 people I saw outside, but yeah, we ignore them, okay? So here we have my first 2 attempts. I did this one and this one. I finished this later in the evening. This is just a house and a street lamp with a window. The window is a little bit botched. All in all, it's really cool. What really intimidated me was that I drew this with a pencil that I couldn't erase with. That was really intimidating, but also fun. And this one I also did yesterday evening. It's also a different house I did with another YouTube tutorial. It's very cute. So now I'm thinking of maybe trying some watercolor today. Maybe I'll do another sketch, or maybe I'll just try to watercolor this one. It's a bit random, but I don't know. You probably guessed it, but I really like to try different things. And once I try something, I'm somewhat passionate about it for a few weeks at least, and then it's all gone and we move on to a different thing. Somewhat my kind of lifestyle, I guess. So let's move on to the Frederic sweater, because I also have a few things I want to talk about. And I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do. I'm currently doing the ribbing already for the body. It currently looks like this. You have to do the ribbing with 2 strands of mohair for 10 rounds. I'm currently in round 7, just started that. And I'm gonna be honest, this sweater looks humongous, but also the neck will cinch in once I start with the neck. But I'm not sure if I started the ribbing a little bit too early. So what I want to do is to knit the 10 rounds, or maybe even 9, cut the yarn, let the stitches rest, start with the neck, probably the sleeves, just so everything takes the shape it should have, and then see. When I tried it on, it looks alright for a length. I want this to be cropped, so I don't want it to be as long as my usual sweaters, which aren't that long, but I want it a bit more cropped. I'm figuring this out. Takes a little bit of time, but I'm really enjoying this. I want to knit to round 9, because if the sweater is long enough, I still can do the cast off in round 10 or 11. So nothing will be really lost there. This is my second skein of yarn. This is the third I just started with for the ribbing. So everything looks good on my yarn front. I'll talk to you later. It's been a couple hours later. I started with the neck. Looks good. And this is the current length. So with blocking, this would definitely stretch a little bit. So I think I'm good with 10 rounds. It's definitely an oversized sweater. Definitely. But I knew that. Do I wish now that I would have knitted this maybe in size small? Yes. But this will be cool. We roll with it. Everything's cool. I'll make it work. Definitely we'll finish the neck now. This is my one goal for today. I've made myself a coffee. After I finish the neck, I want to sketch a little bit more. A friend of mine is currently flying to Atlanta. And you know what that means. I'll be tracking his flight the whole day. Oh, okay, maybe not the whole day. He will land in around 8 hours. And in 4 hours, my boyfriend's parents will visit, so I can track a little bit. So I'll have a good time today. I just finished my lunch. I'm having a good day. So let's go back to knitting. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention what I exactly did for the neck, because the pattern really doesn't give you that much of instructions. They just say pick up stitches and knit the twisted ribbing. I picked up exactly 70 stitches. Why 70 stitches? I don't know. I just picked up, left here and there one out, just to be sure that it's not too loose. I saw the fit, I like it, so 70 stitches it is. I'm also knitting the neck with my 5mm needles, the same I did with the ribbing for the body. And my session on Flight Radar has run out, so I have to reload the page to track the flight once again for another 15 minutes. Mostly it's like 30. I'm also watching a very cool YouTube video about Amnesia the Bunker. It's a horror survival game. I've never played that, of course not, because I'm too scared to play horror games, but I really enjoy those games. So I like to watch videos of other people playing those games and tell me about them, so that I can tell other people about those games and they will think, damn, she's so brave, she plays survival horror games, what a gamer girl. And then it's actually just me playing Fortnite and Counter-Strike 2 at the moment. That's a bit random, right? I want to talk about gaming for 1 second. I like to play Fortnite, you got that. You get this in every video, and in Fortnite you have different game modes. You have Battle Royale, which we normally just play, and other stuff. And one of the game modes is /was ranked ballistic. It's like Counter-Strike exactly. And Epic, the developer for Counter-Strike, just announced that they are closing ranked ballistics, which is sad because we like this game mode. And one of my Fortnite friends randomly said, let's just play Counter-Strike 2 for fun. It was a joke. We all installed it as a joke and we played it. And we are currently playing it with quite a large group actually. 7 people. Some people would say the Counter-Strike community is quite toxic. It definitely is, but you can disable the chat. You can disable everything basically, so you don't have to interact with anyone, and I'm just having a good time. I get MVP here and there, which is the most valuable player in a round. Mostly for placing the bomb, but you don't. Nobody is interested in this. And I'm sitting here and talking about Counter-Strike 2. My 3D printer is currently running up until this evening. I'm currently printing a little shelf for the mugs in the kitchen so that I can stack them on top of each other. And this will look a bit more neatly organized. I'll go back to my YouTube video about Amnesia the Bunker, track on my other monitor, my friend who's currently flying over the UK, and I'll knit again on my sweater. Currently still in round 6. I want to get to round 10 and then I'll do the bind off. The pattern says something about the tubular bind off, but I don't want to do this for this sweater, so I'll probably do Jenny's stretchy bind off. I think this will be enough for this sweater, so we're doing that. I used a face mask this morning, did a little self-care. It was one of these collagen face masks, and I knitted a little bit, tried the sweater on, and the sleeve is almost perfect. I'm currently in round 49 and I want to get to 50, and I think then I can start with the ribbing. I'll try it on to check. I will definitely finish the first sleeve today. But I also want to show you a cool thing I 3D printed yesterday and this morning. It consists of 3 pieces and is for my wall by my desk. 1 second. So over there I have an IKEA scatter board. I like this one. I have all my sewing equipment on there. And I know that you can 3D print those boards. And I want to have one on my wall over there. I'm currently watching a Silent Hill 4 video essay because I have a few things on my desk that I want to put on this board, like my hand cream. In here, headsets, one for work, one for me, maybe other stuff, just things I have on my desk all the time, but I don't need all the time. So I 3D printed those guys, hexagon-shaped goddess boards, and I have 2 in white. You can connect them like this. I'm currently 3D printing a little connector, which you can insert on the back. And I also have, of course, one in pink. So I'm planning on doing it maybe like this and the other white on here, and then put it on the wall. And then I can 3D print a few cute shelves where I put my stuff. One of these guys took around 3 hours to print. And I also told you I'm currently sketching a little bit, urban sketching. I did that also a little bit yesterday. It's not really good, but it's my first try. So be kind, but you are, of course. Over here, these are my 2 attempts at watercoloring. I followed a video tutorial for this one, where he sketched the house and then showed how to watercolor it. Then I got really motivated and got on Pinterest and searched for a reference and tried it my own. It's not that good, but for my first time, completely on my own, I'm happy, quite relaxing to do. I also want to sketch today a little bit, maybe go on the balcony. The weather's perfect. Also maybe go inline skating, you know the drill. I'm locked out of work. I only had to work 1 hour today. It's Friday. I'm in a good mood, and I'm also really motivated to finish the first sleeve today. I put together the goddess board, and I'm planning for it to look like this. This looks really cool, right? So you can see here on the back it's connected with these little things. And I just finished printing the first shelf. Almost. The second part for the shelf is still printing. It's a little detail in pink. I'll show you later once it's done. But while this one prints, I thought, why not assemble the shelf together? I have the shelf itself, the back side, which hangs on the goddess board, and 2 of these little triangles, which comes here. So I got myself some epoxy glue. Just when I sat down and turned on the camera, I remembered I have something else I want to fix with this glue. And that's something I've never showed you. Why? Maybe I'm a little bit embarrassed, but not anymore. So, you probably are sick of hearing about this topic, but I like to play Fortnite. And I played this game since almost 3 years. In exactly 4 days, it will be 3 years. Why do I exactly know the date when I started playing Fortnite? It was on one of the friends' birthday, which is in 4 days. Last year, I celebrated my 30th birthday, and one of the 3 friends also has a 3D printer. And he printed me our little Fortnite squad. We all 4 have a favorite skin, and he printed each favorite skin. Not really, but we'll get to that. So mine is Sabrina Carpenter. Don't mind the friendship bracelet. Then we have Hatsune Miku. Yeah. And this guy, this Star Wars fella, this was a free skin in the Battle Pass. This is not the favorite skin of one of my friends, but his favorite skin couldn't be printed. Why am I talking about this? Well, one of the last skin, this is Wendell, he lost his tail when I moved last year. And since then I've said I'll fix it, so I'll fix it now. So I'll now mix the glue, fix everything, and I'll show you later how the shelf will look. I just came home from a little walk. I walked around 3 kilometers, 40 minutes, around that. Really nice weather. And the reason I took a walk was because I heard some music and noises outside, and there's a little street festival going on. Walked a bit through there, then out in the countryside. This felt really good. I also did a little around 15-minute workout this morning. I told you I wanted to go on a hike for around 10 kilometers this week. I didn't do that yesterday, but I have a good reason for not doing that, and that is because instead I did a 40-kilometer bike ride. Some friends the next town over asked if I wanted to get some ice cream with them, and I thought, why not take the bike instead of the car and drive over there. I'm glad I did that. It was really nice. So yeah, I had a really sporty weekend. So now to my Frederic sweater. This morning I finished the second sleeve. I did 50 rounds, plain stockinette, 9 rounds of ribbing, and the Jenny stretchy bind off round. And then I did one more round of ribbing for the body, tried it on, realized it's actually a good length. So I'm currently doing the bind off. This will take a little bit, but I'll definitely finish the sweater today. I also hopefully will weave in all the ends. It's definitely something new, style-wise for me. It has very wide sleeves. I'm glad I picked up around 20 stitches less than the pattern originally said to do, but I'll gather my final thoughts later after the review shots. I have 3 skeins of Drops Kid Silk left. This is one. It's maybe like a bit less than half of the skein. This is a bit more than half of the skein and 1 full skein. And I also have an idea for what to do with the rest of the Kid Silk. If I have enough, I have to figure that one out. That would be a very cute video for later. Maybe. We'll see where inspiration will take me. Plans for today, I told you. I also really want to play some Counter-Strike again. Guilty. I'm currently editing this video and I want to clarify something before I show you the outro and my final thoughts. Because I don't really talk about it, but the sweater turned out way bigger than it actually should. But that's of course, as usual, all on me. I shouldn't have used the 8mm needles. I should have used instead 5mm ones. I would have realized this if I had looked at a few more pictures of the Frederic sweater, which I didn't. I was looking through rose-colored glasses when I saw just the sheer look drop shoulder construction. Yeah, of course this isn't the pattern's fault. All of me should have used 5mm needles instead of 8mm needles. But now let's go back to the outro. So, what do we think about the Frederic sweater? Well, in my humble opinion, I think this looks really cool. It isn't exactly how I imagined the sweater, I'm gonna be honest, but I'm pleasantly surprised how it turned out. It isn't exactly something I would have gone for, just because the sleeves are very wide, but I don't know, I tried it on this morning, looked in the mirror and thought this looks really cool. I don't know, something about it really speaks to me. I'm very glad I did around 20-ish less stitches when I picked up these sleeves, because they are gigantic and they would have been so much bigger if I had picked up the, what was it, over 90 stitches, and I did 63, around that. I haven't blocked the sweater yet, just because I finished it yesterday evening and I really wanted to wear it today. And I'm feeling very confident in it. I'm feeling good. I used less yarn than the pattern said. I believe it was around 125 grams, so 5 balls. And I only used around 3, a bit more than 3. I'm very happy about the sweater. Glad I did this. It took me around 1.5 weeks. And it was definitely an experience knitting with the Drops Kid Silk. It wasn't the smoothest sailing, but in the end we got there and it was alright. This looks really cool with the crop top underneath and the high-waisted pants. I'm really enjoying this one, and as I already said, I'm feeling really confident in it. So I'm glad I knitted this. I finished the sweater yesterday evening and I immediately, of course, started with my new project, for which I'm using the leftover drops kit silk. I got a little inspiration video on TikTok the other day and really wanted to try this. So I really hope you're excited for my next project vlog. And with that, I really want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, maybe consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And I really hope to see you in the next knitting vlog. Bye!